Pax vobiscum, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. I do apologize that it has been a while since I have uploaded. I can't speak, apparently. But I have been working on my masters, and as such, I had my finals that I was trying to complete. They are completed now, and I am about halfway through the editing process for the Vestavox episode for Black Beauty. But in the meantime, I decided I would continue the video game portion of this channel, and this time with just sort of going on to the Steam Marketplace and finding things that looked interesting. And this game popped up as if you enjoyed games such as Dear Esther, so I decided I would go ahead and give it a try. And for a true reaction, I guess you could say, I just saw an initial clip of this game in the sense of the landing page for it, purchased it, and now we are playing it. So I hope it is not a horror game, but a bit abashedly, I must admit, similar to the Backrooms game. If it does turn out to be like that, you probably won't see more of this. Like I said, I am a scaredy cat. I don't know where that came from, but I am. But with that being said, I figured we would go ahead and give this game a shot. So without further ado, let's investigate.
I wish I could stay here forever. Right in this moment.
Dad, we need to go back. They're waiting for us.
Go ahead, yeah? I'll be there in a minute.
Fine, but don't take too long.
Oh. I guess we are beginning already. So I do believe that this is a bit of an older game, so that the graphics will probably be a bit dated. I turn this up a little bit here. So far the sound is quite nice. It feels as if I'm in the woods. I do like just a little addition, not completely clear, but still a nice addition, I think, of adding the sunspots. An absolutely beautiful setup. I have been in places like this before. The golden hour, hearing the sound of the trees. How very relaxing. So the initial setup, and it looks like this was made by a very small studio, just a group of people, which I can appreciate. Oh! Now this is interesting. There's always... to talk about game design, and we have our own shadow. It seems to shift as we move. Sound of the footsteps is a bit disjointed, but... And of course woo! As we turn around. But there's something that adds a bit to the realism of a game if you're able to look down and see yourself. And that's a very realistic walk animation as well. The swinging of the arms, the leisurely pace. I like that. So we're here, we're a father. We were with our daughter sitting here, enjoying the sun. I'm not sure where she went. We'll go up here, I guess. Animation changes with the run. Our run is about okay, I guess not that. I wasn't paying attention. It was quite pretty, the mountains. But if we have to run, that makes me wonder if we're going to be trying to run from something.
It was always fun to come to the cabin in summer. The last time we were here, none of us wanted to leave. I remember Emma's face when she saw this place for the last time. I remember her face so well.
Always come to the cabin, so I believe maybe due to the golden quality of the I cannot speak today. I'm perfectly coherent until the microphone comes out, apparently, but, I don't even remember what I was saying. Memory. That appears to be the cabin there. No jump. But yes, it seems... I'm already worried something has happened to the daughter. That appears to be where we are being led already. And I'm afraid I don't know where to go. There's no objective or anything, but... I'm going to assume we're going down here. I guess we'll find out. Ah, yes.
Before Laura passed away, she promised Emma that one day we would have our own cabin. But some dreams don't come true, do they? Life isn't fair.
Oh, Laura passed away? Perhaps that was his wife and the girl's mother. So something... already tragedy has befallen this family. Something has happened to his wife, and it sounds like something happened to his daughter. It's very sad. But before we continue, just... Again, not similar to Dear Esther, you don't need mind-boggling graphics to create a world and tell a story, and I've heard many good things about the Unreal Engine, particularly the newest one is amazing, but very good building block to where you can build even something as simple as, I say as simple as I remember growing up and playing horse games. That was my favorite thing to do. And I could only dream of graphics like this in those games. How far we've come in a short time. Some people standing. Oh. That scared me already. Oh dear. Oh dear. So I was right. It was just that must have been Laura or his wife. The sound design has taken on an ominous and rather scary turn. And the cabin seems to be in disrepair. The voice acting is decent so far. My. Please, just please no jump scares. Just please, no jump scares. E and H glow as you walk nearby. Yes, this cabin has definitely seen better days. I can't zoom in or anything, it seems. Seems to be a rather comfortable cabin. Oh.
What's wrong?
There's nothing wrong. I just don't want to do it.
Dad, it's a lake. Are you afraid of a lake?
No. It's only that I don't like what I can't see. I can't see what's under the water.
In other words, you're afraid of a lake.
Alright, I'm afraid of a lake.
Gosh, you're even worse than Tom.
Who's Tom?
Nobody, just a friend.
Oh.
Yeah, some girls and I were thinking about going to his beach house this summer.
You're not going.
Wait, What?
Look, you're 16 and I don't know that boy. I'm telling you that you're not going, Emma, and that's the end of it.
That's not fair. You can't tell me what to do. You're not my boyfriend.
But I am your father, so I would be able to. Voice acting is, again, decent for... Oh, there's a gun right there. Voice acting is decent for it being, you know, a small project. A bit stilted, but... So, she was teasing him a little about the lake. We find out something about our main character, that he doesn't like what he can't see. And then unfortunately Emma lets slip about Tom and going to a beach house, to which it sounds her father, which I think, reasonably concerned about, but he definitely leapt on her a bit too harshly, I think.
That family, they just wanted some help, but Christian realized if he had let that child in, who knows how much time he would have survived. It was obvious he had fever. His brother and his parents were okay, but he could be infected. What else could it be? He did it for the group. He threatened them with the rifle. I was too scared.
Oh goodness, this went from...
That family, they just wanted some help, but Christian realized if he had let that child in, who knows how much time he would have survived. It was obvious he had fever. His brother and his parents were okay, but he could be infected. What else could it be? He did it for the group. He threatened them with the rifle. I was too scared.
This has gone from an almost Dear Esther moment of reliving a memory to now suddenly there's another element to this. He threatened them with the rifle. A family came. He threatened Christian, so there's another person here, Christian, threatened them with the rifle. Fever and infection. Was there suddenly some sort of plague? Or zombie element? But why in the world would they need to threaten a family with a rifle? I'm very intrigued now. What is going on?
I never liked the idea of not having curtains. The sun woke me up every morning. We should have covered the windows with something. Maybe that's why they saw the light when Emma lit that fire. Stupid girl.
What is going on? This has gone way past what I was expecting. When Emma lit the fire, stupid girl, what is going on? I am intrigued.
Laura spent weeks looking for the perfect birthday gift for Emma. Our little girl. She was turning 16 so fast. She always knew how to make her happy. I must say I wasn't so good at that. Actually, I was never good with women. Except for Laura. Everything was different with her.
Never good with women except for Laura. Everything was different with her. I'm not sure how to feel about our main character right at this moment.
We didn't find out what had happened until a couple of days later. Coming with Christian and Sarah to the cabin was always an adventure. A time to relax.
We didn't find out what happened until a couple of days. This is starting to make me feel like we're suddenly in a zombie scenario. Threatened with a gun, infection, fever. Emma lit the fire. Stupid girl. What is... Okay, I'm going to press H just to make sure that we're not... Okay, it said press H, but I'm just not doing anything. I think we've discovered everything. I guess we'll go... Oh! Oh. 7 kilometers away from home. Everything is so overgrown. Why is everything so overgrown? Okay, invisible barrier, but the road is overgrown to the point of wildflowers and grasses. Everything is misty. 7 o'clock. So we seem to be heading home, revisiting in our memories, I guess, things leading up to a culminating issue? And I'm going to assume that we are in the memory currently, so I do not know what is happening, and I won't even hazard
Boys and girls. Since Emma was born, it was clear to me that it would be a fantastic topic to become the evil and controlling father. Everything would have been so much easier with a boy. Sure, son, go and fuck loads of girls. The more the better.
Oh.
What a rotten world.
Oh. Oh. Okay. There was a lot to unpack in that sentence. Boys and girls. And it sounds like from his own admission, he kind of felt that no matter what, he would become the evil controlling father. Or maybe simply that because he had a daughter, that was a role that it almost seemed like he was expected to fulfill. I'm not going to repeat what he said. I might have to bleep that out if you will, but sure, son, go and have relations with lots of girls. What a simplistic view is what we'll say about that for now, but personally I'm not feeling too empathetic with the main character as of right now. Oh. A vehicle. Sound design wise, very, very simple, but that sort of ominous hissing in the background is very disconcerting. It's prompt, and this vehicle has been here for quite some time.
Who would steal the wheels of a car after the world's end?
So there was some sort of apocalyptic event. Infection, maybe it was a zombie sort of scenario, or bioweapon, but who would steal wheels off of a car at the world's end? And I'm going to assume somebody who had a working vehicle. I'm not even going to hazard a guess as to the make and model. This is the vehicle from... Oh, goodness gracious.
You're not real. You're not real. It seems to me that someone has... Who would steal the wheels of a car after the world's end?
Someone has a guilty conscience about something, perhaps. But that was rather creepy. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I'm intrigued, though. Now it's a bit more misty. I will say it is interesting, though, the combination of sort of the walking simulator style, but also with cutscenes. Now that is very interesting. And oh, I don't like where this is going. I don't like where this is going. Okay. Now the vehicle has turned on? Very strange. That did. I said before, please no jump scares, and here we are. We'll see if I last another another 5 minutes with this game. Oh goodness gracious. That did actually startle me. My heart rate went up. I am very curious though. What on earth is going on? So the world's end, obviously something has happened to cause the end of the world, as everyone knows it. I'm very curious as to what it is.
Here we found the first body, the child with fever. I imagine that they were hiding nearby until the fever killed him. The other ones were several miles down the mountain, and it was Christian's wife Sarah who saw them, or what the animals had left of them. The rest of us preferred not to look.
Oh. Fever. Maybe some sort of biological weapon or disease. It sounds like the family that they threatened with the gun did not make it. This is where we found the first body. So it killed them, and then it sounds like, I guess, the animals were unaffected as they unfortunately scavenged the bodies of the poor family. And before, I didn't mention it, but he saw the image of what looked like someone standing in a swimsuit in the fog, and he was quite distressed and said, "You're not real, you're not real." I think that was his daughter, Emma. I could continue. Oh. I'm on high alert now. I apologize if I scream. Oh, we seem to be going down near the lake. Oh. 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 Suddenly we're in a town. What on earth is... Again, the use of the cutscenes is very interesting. And I will say the animation rigging for the walking is very realistic. Okay, we can't go that way, but... Again, certainly now we are in an apocalyptic world. Are we in reality? Because we were in a memory. And... Is this reality a world after it ended? Some sort of biological apocalypse?
What a dump. It's hard to believe that once this was a nice place to live in. Nothing fancy, just nice.
Okay, from what he just said, this makes me think that we are now in reality. And he said, this once was a nice place in, now a dump. Which, if, judging by all the broken windows and disrepair, that seems to be the case. Pile of bricks. I'm using the H feature just to make sure I don't miss anything. Oh.
Fuck, how do I get in? Motherfuckers.
I do find the cursing to be unneeded, personally. You said, how do I get in? Oh, he was looking over here. Okay. 500 meters from home. Oh, this must be the apartment complex. So it seems that desperate individuals put a barricade of some sort to keep people out, or something out, or even something in. I guess we shall find out. I'll go over here. Apologize if you hear my keyboard. I'm still figuring out sounds. Okay. Something. I think that something center is, and I can't read what those are.
Refugee center.
Oh.
What were they thinking? You can't provide safety for a few rich snobs and expect the rest of the population to just patiently wait and die. It took 2 or 3 days until they collapsed when everyone wanted to get in. At least it got people out of the city.
Oh. Oh, I think I know what that says now. Refugee Center is BS. Refugee people. So, yet something happened. Something happened, and everyone was trying to get out. And there's more of a broken city there. Not a single person around. Very quiet. I will say this does scratch an itch of mine. Sometimes I don't know if any of you have felt this before, but how interesting it would be to be able just to explore an empty city, a truly empty city where you knew that there was no one or nothing there. Just a city abandoned to time. And how strange that would feel. That's sort of what I'm feeling now with just this view here. And I think it does help being able to see the character himself and looking out and feeling and knowing that we are alone. It's very... a strange melancholy feeling. Alright, let's go over here. A newspaper. The Statesman. Oh. Famous actor under medical observation due to high fever. The famous actor and director I'm so sorry, I cannot pronounce that name. I'll look up how to. Giacomo, we'll say. Giacomo Golden was seen for the last time yesterday around 5 p.m. when his brother Victor was taking him to the Sando Hospital in the center of Los Angeles. His agent sent a press release this morning explaining the current situation of the actor. According to it, Golden reported some high fever since yesterday that forced him to spend the night under medical observation. It seems that his condition has not improved, and that some other members of the actor's family have also reported similar symptoms. The doctors are still uncertain about the source of these symptoms, and if there may be any relation with the sudden death of Golden's friend, the singer Peter Diaz, who passed away last Wednesday. These sort of things always... Except? Oh, that's odd. Little things like that in apocalyptic movies, TV shows, or especially video games. It is the transitionary periods that capture my attention the most, and I wish there were more games set during transitionary periods. In games, in the sense of, little things like that. Before the Great Collapse, I guess, newspapers have, a high fever, it's very odd. Several notable people have experienced them. Someone passed away, unfortunately. Preludes to disaster, if you will. Alright, so this seems to be abandoned shop fronts. Ah, yes, the bench here had something.
When Laura was pregnant, we used to sit here for hours. We dreamed about the things we were going to do when Emma was born. Travel, celebrate things. Just life. We were so naive.
That would be rather sad to sit there and remember dreaming about all the things you were going to do, and then the world as you know it ends. Let's see here. Oh! These doors will open as well. Make sure we don't miss anything. Nope. Okay, so these are the doors we're supposed to be going into. So let's go here. An abandoned store of some sort. Oh, lots of things here. Okay.
Laura used to love the sweets from this shelf. Emma hated them. What kind of kid doesn't like sweets?
At least my initial impression right now is that this protagonist very much adored his wife, but something about his daughter he did not. Because the way he speaks about his wife, even in his voice, tender, loving, and then he talks about Laura, and it's suddenly, oh, what sort of kid doesn't like sweets? I'm not liking where this is going. A till.
I doubt there's any money left inside. Not like it would be useful anyway.
True. Here?
I still remember the owner of this place. Lonely old man who didn't seem to like anyone. I guess the store was ransacked at the very beginning of the epidemic.
Ah.
Poor man.
Epidemic. So we received some more information. So it was an epidemic. Okay. An epidemic that included high fever. Maybe to be on sort of a soapbox initially, but that is one of the things that I hate about movies or video games or other such things. And while some things in those transitionary periods and the preludes to disaster are interesting from the story standpoint, so much hurt, so much heartache, so much destruction could be avoided if, in the face of adversity, people almost become like animals. To gut a store instead of... I don't know. I'm becoming a little pensive right now. Let's see if this has anything. Next time he returns, he'll end our poverty. He tells people of joy. Jazz time. Now, I'm not sure if these have anything to do with anything, or if they are simply just here for show. But
Empty. Shit.
just funny, because before he had mentioned that, oh, there shouldn't be anything here, but... Oh, a key.
This must open something.
Oh!
Hello? Look, I don't want any trouble. Just show yourself or go away. I'm paranoid.
I almost turned off the game. I'm paranoid. I don't know. There was literally nothing that could have caused that to fall. Oh, please, no jump scares. What is his end goal then? Unless he's wandering around an apocalyptic wasteland where most of humanity is gone, but why is he all right and wandering? As much as so far my heart rate has elevated yet another 100 beats per minute, I am very curious as to what is going on.
Locked.
Hmm. So, okay. That one is locked, but I guess now we can go to the other storefront. Go around here. Please, no one be out here. Oh dear. Which, again, I don't know if it speaks to the stupidity of the protagonist to be wandering around here making noise and then suddenly, oh, hello, I don't want any trouble. Which is two things. Looking at this vast wasteland, either the epidemic was so horrifying as to wipe out everything in this city, but the way he called out makes me think that it would still be assumed that there are people living here, so I don't know. Okay, yeah, so that unlocked this door. Okay, seems to be... And I get... Oh, dripping water. Interesting. Which again, with the decay of everything, I would expect that this would take a very long time for everything to be at this level. So where has our protagonist been this whole time? Oh dear, please don't let there be anyone in here. Oh. I guess there's another key around here. I am confused. Let's see. Using the H. So that door won't open.
Locked.
Interesting. I don't recall there being another key.
I doubt there's any money left inside. Not like it would be useful anyway.
Okay, I don't know what the purpose of unlocking that other area was, and if we can't get in. Let's see here. Is there something we haven't discovered to trigger the opening of the door? Let's see. Okay, so we'd come over here. Well, pardon the noise for a moment. I'm going to look up very quickly if there's a guide. Right, let's see. Okay, I think... Let's see. Let's try this. That is something I have to get used to with this game, apparently, is that some items you interact with by simply, pressing E, and others you actually interact with by simply walking up to them, apparently. I apologize for that. Okay.
Laura and I thought that living at number 12 would bring us luck. It was our special number after all.
Living in number 12. I'm going to explore a little bit first.
Christian and Sarah were always good neighbours. Not so good people, but who am I to talk? In any case, what happened to them was not my fault. When we returned, they were the ones who distanced themselves from us. I just wanted our normal life back.
Now, what an interesting statement. Not good neighbors, but not so good people. After what happened to them was not my fault. I'm very, very confused. What happened to them was not my fault. They're the ones who distanced themselves. What does that mean? Excuse me. Number 1. Okay. I'm just going to be sort of running around a bit, trying to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay, there's something there. It looks as if we eventually will be going in there, maybe. Go back up here. Alrighty, so it seems to be the only thing... some boarded up windows. Again, this is very interesting, and just this feeling of strange liminality of, just the leaves, the sounds... There should be people here, but there's not. Okay.
It's not easy to describe what it feels like to discover that your world is over. That mix of fear and anger. Now it's more like a reminder stuck on the wall. Like, don't forget to do your laundry.
Interesting. But that is one question I do put forward to all of you. What do you think you would be feeling in this scenario? A mixture of anger and fear, I think, is a good way of putting it. To know that the world as you know is over. How would that make you feel if suddenly you found yourself, after growing up in a certain type of world, and now this is your reality? Number 12. Please, no jump scares. They said 12 was their special number for some reason. I think we'll find out why.
I didn't expect it. That day I was going to a gas station to see if I could find something to eat. And then I saw them at the bottom of the cliff. All of them dead with my car. Perhaps you can call it karma. But then I don't understand why I wasn't the one down there dead. At least it gave me the confidence I needed to return.
What? Saw them all at the bottom of the cliff, dead, in my car, wondering why I was not dead too? Going to the gas station to get something to eat, and then he saw them? What is... I'm not even going to hazard a guess. I simply have no idea what is going on. Pleasant living room.
I wonder if there's any football tonight.
A little bit of dark humor. And some stuff upstairs. That is sad. You can see where they tried to barricade the door.
I don't want to visit the neighbors and ask for sugar.
I think our protagonist is losing his mind. Another strange place for...
Who used to live there? I can't remember anymore.
That mattress has seen better days. I don't know if this was perhaps Emma's room. There's a measuring height thing there that you typically see are used for children.
Those assholes took everything. Why would anyone want all this useless crap?
It's a good question indeed. It's amazing what people will grab for in time of a crisis.
My little girl was so adorable. When she was only 5 years old, she already knew how to start a conversation with an adult, still keeping that little child touch that made her lovely. I imagine that at first they're all so innocent and endearing. But then they grow. They grow and become ungrateful teenagers who don't care that you've devoted every second of your life to raise them. You wanted to party? You wanted to grow up? Well, you had it coming, Emma. You did. You sure did. You deserved it. How can I say such things of my own daughter? Damn, it wasn't your fault. It wasn't your fault, but mine. Only mine.
So he was upset at his daughter for... Which again, what he is saying is something that I believe all all parents go through. And if you think back to yourself when you were a teenager, you are learning to execute your own independence. You're trying to find your own identity, find out who you are, and that causes clashes and rebellion. And I was a rebellious teenager back in the day as well. But the anger coming out and saying that she deserved whatever has happened to Emma. But at least he was able to calm down and acknowledge, let the anger out and then say that no, it was his fault. But I'm very curious as to what exactly he was talking about, though. Let's see a couple of other things here. Dear Andrea, I hope that you are having a great time in London. You are so lucky to have the opportunity to spend your summer in Europe while some of us are still stuck at home. Come back. Come back, I miss you. I have nothing to do in here, seriously. My dad is not the most interesting person in the world, and everybody else is working or traveling. At least I can spend some time with my neighbors. They are cooler. Especially Christian. He is so hot. Just looking at him... XD. Oh, okay. I'm not liking where this is going. So yeah, come back soon and stop having so much fun with those European guys. Love you, Emma. Okay, so she wrote a letter to one of her girlfriends. Oh. Okay, so there was no dialogue there, but subtitles, luckily. So from what he's read... So maybe that's what he was referring to as good neighbors, but not so good people, is that it seems that their neighbor wanted something to do with his teenage daughter, and he was rightfully angry about that. Bathroom? Anything here? Doesn't seem to be. There was some sort of highlights, though. Oops. There we go. Ah, which was the door. Okay.
We knew Laura was dying long before it happened. I remember trying to sleep in here every night after she left. I remember the pain and the loneliness. I'm not going in there.
So it's
we knew Laura was dying long before it happened. I remember trying to sleep in here every night after she left. I remember the pain and the loneliness. I'm not going in there.
That's rather sad. Is there anything else in here? Something down there? So I wonder if Laura, his wife, had some sort of disease. The couch? Oh. Saving. Oh. Some sort of vortex. I wonder what's happening. That is very ominous. I wonder what's going on. Oh, the fence is gone. Oh. That is a horrible noise. I don't like where this is going. I can't tell where that noise is coming from. It seems to be coming from right here, but is it coming from... Oh. What is going on? It was a gunshot. I apologize if I scream in alarm. A gunshot of some sort. Were we shot? Oh, someone was shot. What? A woman was shot. What happened? Who shot her?
Christian. Christian, what are you doing?
Christian shot his wife. What is that sound? What? So... Oh, that scared me. So Christian shot his wife for whatever reason. I saw something over there. We can't go out. So for some reason they're neighbors, so this Christian shot his wife for some reason and then shot himself, and did our protagonist witness it? I will say this black and white theme is done very well. I believe that's Emma, our daughter.
Emma.
Leave me alone.
Emma, you can't be like this forever. Not because of them.
It's your fault. He's dead because of you. I wish you were dead instead.
Oh.
The gun. I need the gun. Why did I hide it back there?
The gun? Why does he need the gun suddenly? Why did I hide it back there? What? So Emma was sad about their neighbors' deaths. She said it was her father's fault for some reason, and then of course said the classic teenager, I wish that you were dead instead. But why did she feel so strongly for them? And why is our protagonist suddenly wanting the gun?
Open yourself, damn it! Open yourself, damn it!
Well, we will go ahead and pause. Oh, it is nighttime now. Why? Huh? She is dead. I did not notice that before. Okay. And with that extremely ominous message, we will go ahead. I can't talk. We will go ahead and end it here today for this playthrough. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've enjoyed this playthrough so far. This is very interesting so far. I'm rather intrigued as to what exactly is going on with this story. Again, made in Unreal Engine. Interesting graphics so far. Again, the atmospherics, I think, are done very well. And the stars, too. This is, I think, a bit realistic to where if there's suddenly no more light pollution, this is what we would be seeing. But yes, so I hope you all enjoyed so far. I'm going to continue playing this game. I'm very interested to see where it is going. And I shall see you all in the next playthrough of, I believe, is this Beyond Memory? Behind the Memory. I keep wanting to say Beyond the Memory. It is Behind the Memory. So I hope you all enjoying my playthrough of Behind the Memory thus far, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Goodbye.